一、审判的对象，从身份转向行为。这段经文与注释首先指出，神的审判不再只针对公开身份为假教师的人，而是扩及所有可能引人离弃神的人。重点不在于身份，而在于是否即造成背离真宗教的结果。This passage and commentary first make clear that God's judgment is no longer limited to those publicly identified as false teachers, but extends to anyone who leads others away from him. The decisive factor is not one's position, but whether one actually produces apostasy from true religion. 二、审判的界限，错误与被盗的清楚区分。加尔文严格区分一时的错误与根本的被盗。刑罚并非针对言语失误或局部偏差，而是专门指向那图从根基上毁坏宗教、败坏敬拜、废除纯正教义的人。Calvin carefully distinguishes between momentary error and fundamental apostasy. The punishment is not aimed at slips of speech or partial mistakes, but exclusively at those who intend to overthrow religion at its roots, corrupt worship, or abolish pure doctrine. 审判的前提，真宗教已被确立，这样的审判只能存在于真教已清楚建立、神的敬拜已被明确启示的处境中。若离开这个前提，严厉的律法就会被滥用在无知或混乱之中。Such judgment can only operate where true religion has already been clearly established and God's worship plainly revealed. Apart from this condition, severe laws would be misapplied amid ignorance or confusion. 四、审判的焦点，动机而非失言。神并非要处死因一时失言而说错话的人，而是针对有计划、有方向的改变宗教的邪恶意图。审判的重心在心智与目的，而不是偶发性的错误。God does not command capital punishment for careless words or accidental slips of the tongue, but targets the deliberate and wicked design to alter true religion. The judgment focuses on intention and direction, not incidental mistakes. 五、情感的试炼，没有例外的忠诚要求。经文刻意列举兄弟、儿女、妻子与朋友，表明最亲密的关系也不能成为违背神的借口，显出神对忠诚的全面要求。By deliberately listing brother, child, wife, and friend, the text closes every emotional escape, declaring that even the closest relationships cannot excuse disloyalty to God, thus revealing the totality of his claim on allegiance. 六、内在危险，情感如何动摇判断。加尔文指出，人往往不是被理性说服，而是被眼神、哀求与悲情牵引。因此，神要求一种不被情感操纵的刚强，以防人用怜悯取代对神的忠诚。Calvin observes that people are often moved not by reason but by looks, pleas, and sorrowful scenes. Therefore, God requires a firmness that resists emotional manipulation, lest compassion replace loyalty to him. 7. 神学核心，神的荣耀高于天然情感。借着基督撇下父母儿女的教导，加尔文说明律法福音在此完全一致，一切天然情感都必须服在神的荣耀之下。否则 appealing to Christ's teaching about forsaking parents and children, Calvin shows that law and gospel fully agree here. All natural affections must be subordinated to God's glory, or they become forces set against him. 8. 刑罚的理由，医治致命毒害分的严厉并非残酷，而是出于公义。一方面人对神的尊荣过于冷淡，另一方面被盗如同手段加以遏制。The severity of the punishment is not cruelty but justice. On the one hand, people are dangerously indifferent to God's honor. On the other, apostasy is a deadly plague that must be restrained by extraordinary measures. 9. 关键词暗中，防止扩散。暗中引诱揭示被盗的实际运作方式，隐秘、渗透、欺骗。神的命令不是为了报复，而是为了毒素扩散之路段。The work exposes how apostasy actually operates, covertly, infiltrating, and deceitfully. God's command is not about vengeance, but about cutting off the poison before it spreads. 4. 整体目的，保全真宗教与群体。整段经文与注释的最终目的，而是保全真宗教，使群体不被感染，并确保神的名。The range of the passage and commentary is not to generate fear, but to preserve true religion, protect the community from corruption, and ensure that God's name is not profaned for the sake of human affection.